Hello guys. Okay, we are going to start lesson number 2 today, which is called Goals, Obstacles, and Solutions. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go straight into it. So I'm going to turn my camera off and then show you guys the lesson. Let's see. Share screen. All right. So lesson 2, Goals, Obstacles, and Solutions. Okay, our goal today is to identify goals and obstacles and suggest solutions. So we're going to talk about some of the goals and obstacles for some of the people in the lesson. And then we are also going to talk about some of your goals, some obstacles, and then some of the solutions that you might have for those obstacles. Okay. All right, so let's look at A. It says, look at the picture. I think I want to say Zoe. Say Zoe. Zoe is worried about the future. What is he thinking about? Okay, so let's take time just to look at the picture and to kind of think about some things that he might, I'm sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that, that he might be worried about. All right, so it looks like he has like a truck on the left right here. Okay, so, and it says move it, so it must be a moving truck. So I think one of the things that he is probably worried about is maybe moving. Seems like he'll be moving. Now we don't know if he's moving to a new house or if he's moving to a new city or a new state. So we don't know how far he's moving, we just know he's moving, right? Okay, the next one, let's see, we have a woman with a little boy, baby girl, and a baby boy. Okay, so maybe he's gonna have babies. Okay, the little boy and the little girl, they look like they are both newborns, right? So we can probably say twins, maybe. All right, and then next one. Looks like we have an older woman and an older man, and they have luggage or suitcases. Okay, so maybe he's going to have some visitors, right? I would assume those are his parents. So I would say maybe his parents are visiting. Okay, I would say those are probably reasons for him to be stressed out or be worried. Let's see, I'm trying to get a brighter color. Okay, moving, twins, and then parents are visiting. All right, let's look at B. It says, read about Zoe. I want to say is Zoe. Okay. Zoe's life is going to change very soon. His wife, Huxan, I think later on there might be a recording, so maybe we'll be able to hear what that sounds like. Is going to have twins in July. His parents are going to come from China to live in the United States. He's happy, but his apartment will be too small for everyone. He needs a better job, but his boss won't promote him because he doesn't have a college degree. Zhao has 3 goals. When his parents come to the United States, he will buy a house large enough for 2 families. His father will work and help pay for the house. His mother will help take care of the children. Then Zhao plans to go to night school and get his bachelor's degree. When he graduates, he will apply for a new position at work. He will work hard to achieve his goals. Okay, so that's pretty detailed goals, right? So you see this little note here? Won't means will not. Okay, so let's look at C. It says a goal is something you'd like to achieve in the future. Okay, what are Zoe's 3 goals? Okay. So if we look at the two paragraphs right here, what are 3 of Zhao's goals? When his parents come to the United States, he will buy a house large enough for 2 families. Okay, that's one goal. Okay, he plans to go to night school to get his bachelor's degree. Okay, and what's his 3rd goal? Okay, so after he graduates, he's actually going to apply for a new position, right? So that's his 3rd goal. So let's do this. Okay, so goal number 1. When his parents come to the, I'm just gonna write it in shorthand, US, he will buy a house large enough for 2 families. Okay, that's one goal. Okay, his 2nd goal is go to night school and get his bachelor's degree. Okay, and his 3rd goal is apply for a new position at work. Okay, those are his 3 goals. Okay, so remember, a goal is something you would like to achieve in the future. Okay, an obstacle is a problem, something that gets in the way of your goal. Okay, Zhao has 2 obstacles. What are they? All right, so let's, we'll do the, I'm actually gonna put them in red, okay? Okay, so his 2 obstacles. 1, let's see. His apartment is too small for everyone. Okay, that's one obstacle. It's a problem, right? What is his other obstacle? Okay, his boss won't promote him because he doesn't have a college degree. Okay, those are his 2 obstacles. So first one, his apartment is too small for everyone. Okay, and the next one is, I'm just gonna put he doesn't have a college degree. Okay, those are your 2 obstacles for him. All right, let's go ahead and I do have to clear it so I can scroll down, otherwise it won't let me scroll. All right, so let's look at E. It says review the vocabulary about Zhao's solutions. And write about Zhao's solutions, excuse me. Okay, so first one is, what is a goal? Okay, if you look at C, it tells you a goal is something you would like to achieve in the future? What is a goal? What is an obstacle? Okay, if you look at C again, or D, excuse me, it says an obstacle is a problem. It is something that gets in the way of your goal. Okay, so our next one, it says Zhao's apartment, number 4. Zhao's apartment is too small. What is his solution? Okay, so we know the problem is his house is too small. His solution is that when his parents come from China, his father will work and help pay for a house, right? He's going to buy a house that's big enough for 2 families, and then his dad will help pay for the house. Your next one, it says Zhao needs a better job. What is his solution? His solution is he will go to night school, get his bachelor's degree. All right. Let's look at F. Okay, we are actually going to listen to Tuba and Lamb. Okay, in the conversations, we want to find out what their goals, obstacles, and solutions are. And then we are going to write them down. Okay, so let's take a moment to listen. Here we go.
My name is Tuba Cambridge. I came here from Afghanistan 5 years ago. My husband had to come here for business, so my whole family moved here. Right now, we don't have enough money to pay the bills, so my goal is to get a job to help my husband with money. But I have an obstacle: time. It'll be difficult to work because I have to take care of the children and the house. One solution is to work part-time while my children are in school. Another solution is to have my mother help out around the house and help take care of the children. If we all work together, we'll achieve our goal.
I'm Lam, and I came to the United States from Vietnam many years ago. I was a political prisoner during the Vietnam War, and now I'm happy to be safe in America with my family. The most important people in my life are my grandchildren. My goal is to send my grandchildren to college, but there is an obstacle. We don't have enough money to send them to college. I want them to have the education I never did, so I think it's very important for them to go to school. My wife thought of one solution. She suggested they apply for scholarships. This is a good idea because both girls are very smart. The girls came up with another solution. They said they could work part-time while going to school. We have been saving every penny we can to help them. I hope everything works out in the end.
All right. Let's listen to it one more time because that was quite a bit of information.
My name is Tuba Cambridge. I came here from Afghanistan 5 years ago. My husband had to come here for business, so my whole family moved here. Right now, we don't have enough money to pay the bills, so my goal is to get a job to help my husband with money. But I have an obstacle: time. It'll be difficult to work because I have to take care of the children and the house. One solution is to work part-time while my children are in school. Another solution is to have my mother help out around the house and help take care of the children. If we all work together, we'll achieve our goal.
I'm Lam, and I came to the United States from Vietnam many years ago. I was a political prisoner during the Vietnam War, and now I'm happy to be safe in America with my family. The most important people in my life are my grandchildren. My goal is to send my grandchildren to college, but there is an obstacle. We don't have enough money to send them to college. I want them to have the education I never did, so I think it's very important for them to go to school. My wife thought of one solution. She suggested they apply for scholarships. This is a good idea because both girls are very smart. The girls came up with another solution. They said they could work part-time while going to school. We have been saving every penny we can to help them. I hope everything works out in the end.
All right. So, okay, so Tuba, what is her obstacle? Time, okay? She talks about, well, her goal, Tuba wants to get a job to help her husband, okay? Her obstacle is time, okay? Between having to take care of the children and having to take care of the house, she doesn't have enough time, okay? Her solutions, though, she can work part-time while her kids are in school. But while the okay. B, her mother can help around the house. Okay, those are her two solutions. Now let's look at number 2. It says goal. Okay, what's Lamb's goal? He wants to send all his grandchildren, or send his grandchildren to college, right? Okay, but what is the obstacle? His obstacle is money. They do not have enough money to send all their grandchildren to school. So what are his solutions? Okay, so A, his grandchildren can apply for scholarships. Okay, and his grandchildren can, what else can they do? Work part-time while going to school. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear these. Okay, now this is going to be an important topic, okay? It is, how do we know when to use the word when or cuando when we talk about our goals? Okay, so essentially, when you talk about these two things, right, you also want to use the word will, okay? That is something you are going to do, or something that's going to happen, okay? So, I don't like the way. will. Okay? But that means there are two sentences between the word will. Okay? You have when Zhao graduates, and then you have apply for a new position at work. Okay, this means first he will graduate. Then he will apply for a new position at work. Okay, so one thing cannot happen without the other. Okay, one thing has to happen first. For example, here's Will again, right? So first, his parents will come to the United States. After that happens, he will buy a house. Okay, now if you look, we have the word when, just cuando. Okay, so when you go down here to when, okay, this is an example of it at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, when Zhao graduates, or when his parents come to the United States. But that does not mean that when has to go in the front. Okay, it does not matter where the word when is. It can go at the end. For example, Zhao will apply for a new position at work when he graduates. Cuando él se gradúe. Okay, so for example, like your next one, it says when his parents come to the United States, he will buy a house. Okay, it can be Zhao will buy a house when, cuando, his parents come to the United States. Okay, so when, the word when does not need to be at the beginning of the sentence. All right, so I do have to clear it again. So now you have more sentences, okay? But on these sentences, you have to write your own ideas, okay? Oh, here we go. Okay, so the first one, when Zhao's parents come to the United States, his house will be too small. Okay, so now let's look at number 2. It says when blank, they will buy a bigger house. What could you put in that line? Okay, you can put the same thing. When his parents come to the United States, he will buy a new house. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fit. Nope. Sorry. He will buy a bigger house, excuse me. Our next one. Okay, when Zhao's mother comes to stay. Okay, so we know the first thing we're going to use the word will. Okay. This time we're talking about Zhao's mother, which is she. So she will, what will she do? Help take care of the children. Okay, let's look at number 4. It says when blank, his boss will promote him. Okay, so what needs to happen before his boss can promote him. When Zhao gets his bachelor's degree, his boss will promote him. Okay, eso tiene que pasar primero. That has to happen first. Next one is number 5. When Zhao gets a better job, okay? Now this one is kind of your own personal opinion because it's not really in the paragraphs, okay? Okay, but what's going to happen when Zhao gets a job? Okay, for example, you can put, he will not be worried. Okay, you can have other ideas there too, that's okay. Okay, so now I want you to look at J. It says Zhao has a personal goal. Okay, meta personal. He has an educational goal, and he has an occupational. Occupational is work related. What are your goals? I want you to give me 3 personal goals, 3 educational goals, and 3 occupational goals. Okay, now on the back of your paper, I want you to talk about your goals. After you write them down, I want you to talk about your goals, okay? So I want to see the words when. So when I blank, I will blank. Okay, I want to see that for every one of your goals. So you should have 9. So you have 3 personal, 3 educational, and 3 occupational. Okay, do not forget that you have homework that goes with this activity. Oh shoot, sorry. Okay, so your homework is pages 15, 16, and 17. Okay, that was a very short lesson because there is a lot of information that you need to fill out on your own. So if you have questions over the lesson or over the homework, please call me or let me know. If not, then I will see you on Monday, and then on Monday I will send you lesson number 3. Thanks. Bye.